Hi, this is PR Sundar. Nowadays, the stock markets are highly volatile, and generally, people are not daring enough to enter into the secondary market because the price keeps changing. Even when I started my stock market investments in 1987, so what I did, I dare to apply only for IPOs, what they call it as initial public offering. I have not entered into secondary market for more than 5 years. That's because if you choose some good quality IPOs, you apply, you get it, you can sell it at a higher price, and if you don't get it, you are going to get back your principal at least. But again, here the point is that if you choose a good quality IPO. In 2008, Reliance Power was considered as a good IPO. And what happened after that, everyone knows. It was issued at the price of about 400 rupees. In fact, they've issued about 500 plus, but later they gave some bonus issue, making it effectively 400 rupees per share. I think now it is trading at 4 rupees per share. So, because this is my first video about the IPO, I will be talking more about general things than the specific things. And first today, I am going to talk about this IPO called Mazagon Dock Shipbuilders Limited IPO. What this company is all about, it was established in 1934, and this shipbuilding company is India's leading defense public sector undertaking shipyard under the Ministry of Defense. Mazagon Dock is primarily engaged in constructing and repairing warships and submarines for the Ministry of Defense and other types of vessels. Cargo ships, multi-purpose support vessels, barges and border outposts, tugs, dredges, water tankers, etc. for commercial clients also. In fact, for a common man, and this is a company which has built the submarine for Indian defense. And today morning, I put it in a tweet, we are hiring a new people to work in our company. Somebody wanted to make fun of me. He said, how about Mukesh Ambani working for you? And I replied by saying that Mr. Mukesh Ambani has already been working for me. That's because I'm a shareholder of Reliance. So the same way, tomorrow if you have a piece of these shares, so you can proudly say you are one of the people who built the submarine for Indian defense. Till 2020, the company has built 795 vessels, including 25 warships, 4 missile boats, 3 submarines, 3 Leander class frigates, 3 Godavari class frigates, 3 Shivalik class frigates, and 3 corvettes and 6 destroyers. More than that, technically, I don't think that we have to look into it. If you look at the financials look very good. The profit after tax steadily increasing from 17 to 19, and in the year 20, it was a little less. And this IPO opens on 29 September, closes on 1st of October. And the issue size is 3 crore shares, and IPO price is about 135 to 145 per share, and market lot is 103. So you have to apply for minimum of 103 shares. But here let me tell you what many people are thinking, that if they apply for more share, the probability of getting the shares is very high, and they think that it is a proportionate allotment. What do you mean by proportionate allotment? If somebody applying for 10,000 rupees, if he gets 1 share, somebody apply for 20,000, he gets 2 shares, somebody apply for 30,000, he gets 3 shares. So that's called proportionate allotment. But few years before, the SEBI wanted to encourage small retail people. Their participation is very important. So therefore, they have tweaked the rules from proportionate allotment to giving priority to the people who apply at the lowest point or the minimum amount. So therefore, if you want to apply, you always apply for minimum amount. In case if you think you got more money, so what to do? What you can do? You can put multiple applications. Means one application in your name, one application in your wife's name, one application in your father's name, and so on. So that is what most of the people do. And second thing, as a retail investor, never choose the price. It says 135 to 145, you can put any price, but don't ever put any price. And always put cutoff price. The cutoff is a facility given only for retail people. Whereas HNI people or institutional people, they are not allowed to put cutoff price. So the moment you write cutoff, that means whatever is the price at which the shares are being issued, you will be getting at that price. And the issue opens on 29 September, that is today, closing on October 1st. The basis of allotment will be finalized on 7th of October, and 8th of October initiation of a refund will be started. But don't ever apply through the check and always use the ASBA facility. So what is ASBA facility? Application supported by blocked amount. So when you use this, the money will always be lying in your bank account and it will continue to earn the interest. And many people I know, they choose some banks which are offering 6%, 7% interest even for the savings accounts, and they keep the money, they use the ASBA facility so that they continue to get the interest. If you get the allotment, then only the money will be deducted. Until then, you will be getting the interest. And the IPO listing date is on 12th October, and minimum amount you can apply is 103 shares, that is 14,935 rupees, and maximum you can apply for 13 lots if you are a retail investor. You want to apply for more than 13, you have to apply in HNI category. And maximum money you can use is 1,94,155. So SEBI has certain guidelines. The minimum amount should not be less than 10,000 and the maximum amount should not be more than 2 lakh rupees. So that is the criteria for retail investors. Now I am going to show you on a live basis NSE India website. You go here, you can see IPO here, and you click on IPO, Mazagon Dock Shipbuilders. This is the one we are talking. Here you can see all exchange demand graph, and you can see that it has already subscribed one time, and you can see the total bids received at the cutoff price is this many shares. So that means it has been subscribed almost 2 times for the retail people. Once again, let me give you some tips. Number 1, you always apply at cutoff price. Number 2, you always use ASBA for applying so that you will continue to get interest. And in case if you are not alerted, no need to worry about the refund. There is no question of refund. The money is there in your account. Right? Third one is that you always apply for minimum amount. So there your probability of getting the shares is higher. And the last but not the least, always apply on the last day of the issue so that the first 2 days you can gauge the performance. How popular is that? And usually the more popular the issue, the probability of listing at a premium is very high. And after that, I'll give you a small tip for building the wealth. I have done that mistake. Whenever I used to apply for IPOs, I apply for 100 rupees. If it is getting listed at 150 or 200 rupees, I used to sell it. I'm very happy. Those days, it used to be 1000 rupees only. Apply for 1000 rupees, you get it, you get 1500, 2000, you exit. And there were very, very good shares. In fact, the first IPO I applied was Larsen & Toubro. I remember it was given at 40 rupees. When it got listed, I think I sold it for 70 or 80 rupees. But now you see, in the last many years, it has grown like anything. So, Whenever you get an allotment, let us say you buy some shares at 100 rupees in the IPO. Let us say if it is getting listed at 200 rupees, then what you do, you sell half of the shares to recover your money. And the remaining half of the shares becomes free for you and you hold it for lifelong. And when you're holding it for lifelong, out of 10 shares, like 1 or 2 may even go very, very bad. The remaining 5 or 6 may give some average return, but maybe 1 or 2 may give extraordinary return. And people still talk about Infosys IPO, which was issued at the rate of I think about 70 rupees. But somebody who has applied for 70 rupees, now it would have become more than 1 lakh rupees. But who knows? So therefore, it's always good to apply for IPO. Once you get the allotment, sell partially to recover your cost, and then whatever the profit is there, those shares you just keep it for a lifelong, and that is how you build the wealth. Thank you for watching.